Just waiting on this one thing. All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. No, I did not put the little notification up today to let y'all know I was going to be on because I really didn't plan on coming on, but I'm going to come on because I needed to take a break anyway. So I've been busy, busy, busy today, y'all. I'm going on vacation next week. Um, and I had to get some things squared away and put together to be sent out no later than tonight or tomorrow. So, good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Marian E King, owner of Empty Nest Logistics. I'm sorry, owner of Empty Nest LLC, doing business in the capacity that you see me in Empty Nest Logistics. I am and one of the services or spaces that I operate in entrepreneurship is independent dispatching. I not only do it, I teach it. My background is customer service sales and training. So I brought all of those things that I did for those people in corporate America into my own business. And I now not only help my owner operator, who I started with in 2022, I'm sorry, 2020, starting with a box truck non CDL new authority, and worked and heavily facilitated the funding and movements for us now in 2022 to have 4 CDL drivers and 3 pieces of equipment, 2 refrigerated tractor trailers, and a dry van. Okay, I know that dispatching works, but I also understand that dispatching takes work. All right. If you don't work, you won't eat. If the carrier, owner, operators do not work, nobody eats. All right, literally and figuratively. Okay, so I wanted to come on here today and talk to y'all for a little while, see what y'all had going on as I take a break. And I have been focused. So I have things that are coming that I cannot announce yet. So yeah, but there is gonna be, it's gonna work. All right. So good evening, y'all. Good evening. Good evening. Instagram. Let me go ahead and say now. Please, please, please go ahead and over to Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. I don't know what the deal is with Instagram, but they are always kicking me off. Not sure what's happening, not sure who's reporting, but yeah. So, good evening, y'all. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It is Monday. I know today was challenging for some folks. Um, I was looking on here and I see, a couple of things that's going on. I saw something real interesting. There was somebody in one of these groups that is trying to pitch something along the lines of they have 26 trucks, and if there's a dispatcher who can dispatch them their first $7,000 for free, and they'll give them 10% of the loads and whoop de whoop, blah, blah, blah. Again, we don't work for free. I don't care what you're talking. First of all, if you got 26 trucks, you need to have a contract somewhere, but that's what you say. Second of all, there's no way one person can dispatch 26 trucks. So y'all, it's a lot going on. Watch for the hooks, y'all. Hello, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. If you are a carrier owner operator and you are tanking right now and it's just not working, watch out for these lease on folks. If you want to lease on with somebody, make sure that their authority is something that's worth you leasing on to. What's happening is there's a lot of people going to get these authorities, and then they're coming through saying all of the wonderful things that they're going to do for you if you lease on with them. And you go and look at their authority, and it's not even 30 days old. So they don't have anything that they can offer you. So keep running under your own. If they don't have any longevity, if they don't even have one inspection, run, because they're going to open up these authorities. They have to put no work in, and they want you to come and pay them 700, 800, 1,200, whatever dollars a week or a month, and you're paying for them to sit and look pretty, and you're doing all of the work. Make sure whatever moves that you make are worth it. Carriers, 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 carriers. Let me holler at you, my carriers. We got to work together in this thing, all right? Not every dispatcher is a scammer. Not every dispatcher is full of S. Okay? Please stop running here and there into everyone that'll listen that we are scammers and we ain't S. Okay? SHIT. Let me tell you why. And if you're going to run and do that, also say, yeah, I mean, if you just want to say a dispatcher ain't nothing, but also say, I will come looking for one when I get my truck somewhere it don't have no business being. West Virginia, Denver, Colorado, your box, even other pieces of equipment. We ain't S, but as soon as you haven't gotten paid, you're looking for a dispatcher to ask what you do. How can you find out? I done found out that I done been dealt with a broker that's double and triple brokering. Now you're looking for us. Now either we scammers and we ain't S, and you ain't gonna fool with us at all, or you gonna say this particular dispatcher or dispatching service that I dealt with wasn't S, and they were a scammer. Because if you're gonna group us, I need you to hold that. Hold, you hear me? Stand on it. Okay. Um, y'all, it is a lot going on out here. And it happens everywhere. It just so happens that it's prime time for the transportation industry. You got these businesses that started that had no cushion. Listen, let's talk about it. You had no money. You could not afford to be in this business. However, comma, when you started, it was probably a good time, probably around the holidays when all of that Amazon and all of that holiday freight was moving. So you thought that you hopped in there and you thought that, oh, that lady around here talking about it take 90 days. Do you can you hold your position for 90 days? Oh, I'm making money and it's not even 90 days. Oh, but here comes the reality of what you do. And now you park in the truck. Now everybody want to talk partnership. And if we team up together, we can run this industry. Why isn't that the mindset anyway? But that's a whole nother conversation. What I'm saying is watch for the hook because the sharks are out and they making it sound good. But I'm here to tell you what to look for. Just like I tell the dispatchers when they ask, what do I look for? How do I not get scammed when it comes to dispatching courses, which we see them popping up every single day. And I ain't knocking nobody hustle. Sure not. But I will tell you to go subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch all you can for free. I will tell you to pay attention. And if the person or people cannot answer what you need answered, um, you know, keep it moving. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's it. That's all. Just make sure that you can ask the questions that need to be asked and that whatever you decide to delve into works for you. Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Thank you so much. Um, I know I'm gonna mess that up. So I'm gonna say 1K. I can't mess that up. So yes, y'all, I just wanted to hop on here because I've been working and I've been putting some stuff together. I had a contract that I was working on all weekend, just on and off. For whatever reason, I just couldn't focus. But but yeah, I wanted to hop on here real quick. Again, I'll be on vacation next week. I'll be gone for a whole week. But I am trying to put something together. I'll pop on maybe, depending on what my husband's talking about. It's my anniversary, so he might have me off grid. But I'm gonna make sure that I have things set up so you all will still have information. There'll still be things for you to do. I'll still, try to catch and answer some questions. So it will be imperative that you are following. So if you have questions, if you have concerns while I'm off grid, when I have a couple of moments, I can come, and answer as I can. But yeah, y'all, how's it going? This Monday was Monday, and wasn't it? Woo, this day was doing what it do. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. But y'all all right, y'all? Everybody okay? Anybody got any questions? Any concerns? No? Excuse me. Let me ask this. I can't remember the person's name. One time I had the TikTok name of somebody that is heavily involved with Sprinter vans. You all, I don't operate in no kind. If it's not a dry van, I don't work with it. I don't operate in that. So Sprinter vans, cargo vans, all of that. You all, I don't delve in that. But if you all know somebody, please let me know. Even if y'all can remember that guy's name, so I can rewrite it on my whiteboard. I say this all the time. I do not deal with that equipment. For me, it's a no. For me, in knowing what I know, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for the type of clientele that I want to deal with. And that's again for me. But if there is somebody who is strong in that market, I am more than ready and willing to tell somebody about them. It's just not this, it's not my lane. Right? All hearts and minds are clear? Okay, then. All right. On the FMCSA website, Nicole, you can utilize the ebook My Homeboy Said, or you could, head over to the FMCSA website, but the instructions are in there. But maximize every opportunity. Don't buy no lead lists. Don't buy that kind of stuff. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but get your own from off the FMCSA website. Have you taken a course, Nicole? No, I'm not going to try to sell you one. Okay. I'm just asking, have you had one? My ebook. What about the ebook? If you need to get it, you can hit the link in my bio and hit the My Homeboy Said. That will give you the step-by-step on how to find your own on the FMCSA website. Okay. Yeah, I just asked because I know people who took the top name brand courses and they did not know how to find their own leads on the FMCSA website. Some of them, shockingly, for who they took the course with, had never even heard of the FMCSA website. So yes, yes, yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. It will help you tremendously. And it'll help a lot of others. One of a few of the things that it helps you with is finding your own carriers on the FMCSA website, calling them. We can't make nobody say yes. It helps you to interview them, which means it helps you with what to say to establish a rapport, so we don't find ourselves just saying, oh, I need a carrier, or they need a dispatcher. Now I'm in it. Now they don't have the equipment that you want to work with. Now you haven't properly prepared them or yourself, and now you're stuck in this agreement and you can't do anything for them. And now they cussing you out and all over the internet saying how you were a scam and you didn't know what you was doing. Or the newest, well, not the newest one, but the one that I'm seeing more often now, y'all, is the one where I've been with this dispatcher box. I've been with this dispatcher 3 weeks and my truck ain't moved yet. Obviously, that dispatcher did not educate them and let them know that in the first 90 days, it's going to be challenging to consistently keep you moving. Because if you have a certain piece of equipment and you're non-CDL, you're not going to move like that. You don't have the credentials or the credibility for that. And a dispatcher who is making a wise decision for you is not going to take any and everything for you. They're not going to do that. And you want to move. And when you are urgent like that and you're annoyed like that, you can't afford to be in this business. I'm sorry. If you in the interview process, this is why everybody who is in this needs to have the ebook My Homeboy Said, because in the interview process, it prompts you to ask them, what do they need this truck to do for them? And are you in position to afford everything you had before you got into this business? It's not a quick return. And as the advocate, as the subject matter expert, it is my job to ask you all of these questions so I can give you a realistic expectation on how this is going to be. So when I tell you with your non-CDL, with your box truck, you know, with your equipment, your new authority in the first 90 days is going to be challenging to consistently keep you moving. You got to know that and understand that. So when we are sitting and we're waiting and I'm looking and I'm contacting brokers on your behalf, when we don't move, when I say, hey, you know, by 10:30 in the AM, if I haven't found you anything in the box, non-CDL, telling you what I know, wrote a book about it called Marian in the Box Truck, because I started with a non-CDL new authority box truck. Again, I worked in corporate service and sales, and I was the trainer. So analytics was something that I had to look at to make sure that everybody I sent out to that floor to answer these people cold calling phone was going to be successful. So if we were working in a situation where, say we worked, our company was all 50 states, but we just worked, our region just worked Southeast. And we knew that in the Southeast, if you haven't called all that you're going to call by 5 p.m., you're not going to get an answer or you're going to get cussed out. We had to know these analytics. We had to know that between 12 and 2 p.m., that was going to be high prime time for moms at home because the babies are down in a nap. You know, you have to know. So when I talk to you all and I created these ebooks, it was from experience. I experienced that if I was not up on that non-CDL box truck, new authority, by 6:45 to watch those loads be loaded in and have my phone on your mark, get set, go to who I'm going to call at 8 o'clock to try to be the first one, real stock market. Go. If I haven't found them anything by 10:38 a.m., the likeliness of movement today was not going to happen. But if you're not studying the market, if you're not taking a course or listening to somebody that knows what they're talking about, you're going to be out here lost. You're going to be out here stuck. Your carrier going to be talking trash because they were not informed of what goes on. Because here let me help you with one of the things the dispatcher is, the advocate. It is my job, it is my task to make sure that I inform you of what we're going to do. And in that information, when you understand, because when you come to us, when a carrier comes to us, y'all, they have unrealistic expectations. They listening to their friends, their homeboy, they're trying to gather and bring from the company that they used to work for. They listening to truck stop gossip. So when they come to you with all of that, you need to be able to combat that. That's another section in the ebook, My Homeboy Says. It helps you overcome these rebuttals. How much you gonna make me? Well, the company that I used to work for did it like this and said it like that and took gas for this and took movement. You got to help them understand, buddy. You're not with old money no more. This you. You came from old money to no money. So we got to build your coins from the ground up. And the reality is you're no longer under that company's authority and their contacts and their connections. It's all you, buddy. And depending on the outcome of this conversation, it'll be me and you. Okay. But after I school you, if you don't agree with or you can't understand what it is that I'm saying, I'm not moving forward with you. Because here's the thing about the dispatcher, y'all. Yes, people out here saying that we're not needed and we're not. Yes, we are. But let me tell you, the reality of the situation is this is still my business. And when I get through interviewing you, like you're interviewing me, and I get through schooling you because I'm studying the analytics and I'm studying the things of this role and how you're going to move in this transportation industry. And once I give you that information and the facts that are out here, if you still want to hold on to what your homeboy said, thank you so much for your time. Good luck with finding you a dispatcher that will suit your needs. This is why we don't jump into anything, because I want to talk to you like you want to talk to me. I want you to tell me tell me everything, what you got to say, because I'm documenting everything that you say. Because when you're done, I'm going to go ahead and address everything that you said and give you the reality of this industry, the reality of where you are in business, and how we can move forward and create a plan of action for you for this first 90 days. You come with your unrealistic expectation, I hit you with a realistic expectation, and I set the expectation of how this is going to do and how we're going to go. And as a dispatcher, if you do not know this, you're not going to be successful. Because guess what, dispatchers? We don't be able to afford this business either. Okay? Because we heard that is we can work from home. We heard that it doesn't cost that much to start it. We heard a lot of us come into things from hearsay. The biggest hearsay and the biggest trick that we hear about this industry is it's a $900 billion industry. But the reason that it's still a $900 billion industry is because it's hard to get your piece of the pie. So if you're going to come in this, you got to have a level of passion for it, and you got to be ready to learn, research, and continue to educate yourself. Because here's one thing that I see that these people are saying that is coming out to be true. And that is the real is about to be separated from the fake. And that's why these trucking companies are falling off. That's why these dispatching companies are falling off. That's why some of you have been having your business for a year and you haven't gone into it and done what you needed to do because you're not confident in it and you don't want to put forth the effort to do it. Okay? Some of y'all are falling off because you thought that Google and YouTube was going to be it. I don't need to pay nobody. They're not accredited. They don't have a degree in. Let me tell you something. I have a whole training course out here, but I have a whole live right here for free. And I know what I'm talking about because I continue to do it. I do it every day. I'm not just talking to you from some Google information. I do it full time since October of 2022. I started with the hardest piece of equipment ever. Okay. And I stuck with that thing and I studied that thing and I operated. But it was my interview process with this carrier is what carried us through. I knew what I was talking about when they came to me. Okay. Even though I had not done it, I brought that history that I had made all of folk money from creating and building and sitting up there with the owner of the company and the CEO and the founder talking about, well, what do you think about this, Marian? And I'm sitting up there with my dumb tail talking about, do it like this. No, remove that and add this right here to it. And this is how it's going to move. Now on this day, this is what's happening. This. Did they give me any money for it? No, they did not. Thank you. Gave me a nice $70 golf shirt. Gave me a Starbucks thing, and I don't even drink that nasty mess. You see? So we are out here on our own. And if you are not a self-starter, self-motivator, self-mover, you're not going to survive. Not on your own. You just won't. And there's no other way to say it. There's nothing else to put to it. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will give us anything in this industry. And if they're going to give you something, it's a hard time. And that's real. That's real. You know, you have to, you got to do what you got to do. You got to make some kind of connections. And let me tell y'all something. There is a such thing called information overload. If you're going to go into information overload, please make sure it's some information that you are overloaded with. That's something that can work for you. I can't tell you what to do, but hopping here, there, and everywhere is not working. Find you some place to sit down. Get you some foundational principles. Okay? Set the first entry into this business in a space of real value. And then you start going and try to listen over here and sit over there. Because what is happening is everybody is running after the name brand. And when you enter into this space, you're for real about it, okay? Your mind is a sponge. But we are out here ingesting so much BS. And if you are a weak-minded person, when you ingest this BS and then you hear some reality, you start to want to fight and get on and go against and become, it's real cultish behavior. Our cliquish and cultish, we won't have that over here. We won't have none of that. Sorry about that. I'm willing to learn because there's always something to learn. I'm here for different perspectives, but I'm not here for spewing BS. That doesn't help anybody. I found my information home, and that's on Patreon and Discord Goldmine. It's what's happening in there. It's what's happening in there. Yeah, that's the spot. So y'all, again, y'all gonna hear me say it until I'm blue in the face, and I'm real brown. So it's gonna take me a little minute to get there. As long as you're getting what you need, where you need it, do what you do. But we all have intuition, inklings. When you feel something is not right, or you're not being fit, I'm gonna stop saying being fit. When you're not getting what you need, okay, start looking like, okay, I heard what you said, but that's just, I'm just not, there's something, okay? When you feel like that, then you know it's time for you to move around. We don't have to stay stuck, because when you come into the knowledge and understanding, it get real different. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I am not saying, oh, the all in all is over here. This is where you need to be. Don't you? That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is find what you need where you need it. And it could be multiple places, but just don't sit too long in a space that confuses you, leaves you in a space worse than you were when you got there. That's the kind of things that let you know, like, this, no, this ain't this one right here. It's something right, just right in here. Okay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We're not in the times where we got time or money to waste. We're just not. We're just not. You know. Well, good evening, y'all. Good evening. So yeah, it's the replays. Nothing but important information, no fluff. That's right, honey. Let me tell you something. In that Patreon, the replay revelations, and the resource center is the same thing. But I call it the resource revelations. The replay revelations is because when you catch those replays, or even if you were there live and you go back and watch, there are so many aha, like it really like clicks, and you can run it back and you can write it down and you can look, there's some stuff in there. Okay. From the time the video starts to the end. Yes. Yes. And I had to take it to that space because it's just some things I can't, let me stop explaining. Yes. Yes. It is there. And you need it. You need it. And that's why I changed the let me see, that girl went in there and did it. That's why I changed the course, to one, if it's done, to one course option. Now, if you're in the Patreon space and you're paying the $25 a month, if you want to get the course for 30 days, that's the only space you'll be able to get it for $299. But if you just want the course by itself, it is the $499, and you get access to the course for 30 days. And then you come into the mentoring coaching space for 30 days. No more of the just the $399 where you take the course and you're done. Nope, because you're not done. Because you still need to be in a space for the action. You can get all that, and not my course is the bomb. Don't get it twisted. My course is what's happening, but it is the action. I got a whole aftercare for you. A whole aftercare. When you finish my course, you should not be running group to group talking about what do I do now? What you do now is you have completed. Here is now the link to come over to this Patreon space and if you work, catch the replays. After that 30 days, you can pay $25 to continue on with the aftercare, because you still need it. But I'm going to listen. For $499, I'm going to make you know your business. I'm going to make you run a successful business. You listen, I don't care if you don't show up. I don't care if you don't show up. I'm still going to come see about you. Hey, anybody seen such and such? Hey, y'all catching the replay? The Patreon is set up for you to succeed. The course and the Patreon. It is set up for those who are yet working on the people job because everything is loaded. I think I got a couple things I need to put up there. Everything. So the resource center, okay, that's Patreon, is filled with replay revelations. Money, okay, for $25 a month. It's folk charging $2,500 a week. $2,500 a week. And I'm charging $25 a month for darn near 24 hours a day of assistance. Twice a week, we live. Twice a week. The longest part that we're together in live is your cold calling because you done finished your course and you need to start calling these people. If you still work and you can't make it to them, guess what? You can go back and watch the live so you hear how the call went. You hear what was said. You hear what was done. But these are things that cannot be done out here like this. You cannot do it out here because these are things that need to be, some of the things that are said, being done, they can't be out here like this. And I'm not going to be endangering our carriers for no likes, shares, subscribes, and gifts. I'm not going to be doing that. Yes, Nicole, hit the link in my bio and select what you want to select. And it'll take you directly to where you need to be. All right. From the time the video starts to the end, I just watched all things payment video and I was shook at how thorough it was. I'm not here to play with y'all. I want you all to be successful. Lovely Alicia, I am an entrepreneur. And in this space that you see me in, one of my entrepreneurial roles is independent dispatching. I do it and I teach it. And it is important to me that those who want to get into this have access to information and maximize every opportunity that they can to run their business. You can actually start your own business with this. But yeah, the payments is very necessary. It is unbelievable, you all, how many people take courses and they get out of those courses and they get them a carrier and the carrier is just using them up. They're working for free. And then it's like 3 or 4 weeks later and they're sending me an inbox. Hey, I started working with this carrier. When do they pay me? How are they supposed to pay me? Baby, it's a wrap. You don't work for 3 or 4 weeks for nothing, because when you get ready to try to come back to them with what I say and get that invoice done, they're going to ghost you because they know that they should be paying you. But if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing and getting in your business, I'm going to get over on you. I'm going to get over on you. And speaking of working for free, y'all, we do not work for free. Let me tell you something. There is no such thing as work for me for a week, show me that you can run me, and then I will pay you. Let me tell you something. What we do is make connections with your authority for you. What we do is map out moves that make sense and ultimately result in movement and money for your business. Do you think that I'm going to allow you to have me do all this work for you for free? And now you're watching the moves that I made. And guess what? You don't need me because I've already linked you up with a broker and I've already showed you how to map out where you need to be to make money. Nope. We can do this for a week. You can pay me. You can gather your information and you can haul butt because you paid me for it. But I will not map you out. You will not sit up here and talk about, oh, if you want me to work with me, then show me how you're going to move my truck. No. Show me a couple dollars. That's what you do. Because we as dispatchers will never, ever, 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 ever be paid for what we do and what we worth. Because while you're asleep, I am yet still looking for your next move. While you are awake, you are still. Yes, I'm still working. I don't rest because you do. I don't rest because you're off. Because guess what? You might be off and headed home on Sunday and you're not coming back on until Wednesday and you're resting and you in your 34-hour reset or whatever it is that you're doing. I am still yet looking for your next move. I have people who do. I am not currently taking on any new carriers. However, I have built a network who I am training. So if you need somebody, please send me an email. Send me an email to info at Emmteenestlogistics.com. So that's info at EMM. Oh, excuse me, y'all. EMMTEENEST logistics.com. Y'all see, y'all know, y'all told y'all I have been back. I've been over here working on something, right? Y'all know I didn't have that email before. You know, I had at emptynest.com. Baby, I'm about to listen. When I tell y'all I'm about to snatch y'all wigs, I'm about to snatch your edges. Because I had to stop playing with people. I had to stop playing with them. And they had to stop playing with me. Okay? So the net is all me. It's all me. Ain't no partnership. Ain't no merge. Me. Okay? And I know who gonna be. So that's why when I came on the other day, I was like, y'all, let me explain. You know, don't be mad at me. Yes, at this point, I want experience. But, you know, we got to create the foundation and the front line got to be strong. But what I said, hold on for me just for a second. That's it. I got you. There's no reason I'm going to come on here and keep talking to y'all and keep creating space to teach y'all and then not ultimately get you in position. Listen, y'all need a few more minutes and so do I. But when I come, all right, be ready. It is time for the edges to be snatched. Because mine just recovered. Because I was so stressed out about what it is I'm doing. But honey, when I got that thing on track, baby, the girls started coming on back in. They said, wait a minute. We had to run away for a minute because you was doing entirely too much. But now that you done put, you know, and pulled out that business plan and put them numbers together and got that notebook out, we can come on back. Because, you know, oh, yes. I had an owner-operator tell me a dispatcher asked for deposit up front. I explained a similar situation saying maybe dispatcher probably have got, for lack of better terms, a couple of times. So something special, you all, we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about that. Let me answer this right here. And yes, snatch our wigs. Oh, so for the $10, the first month, you all start in June. I think June the 1st is on a Wednesday. So we'll come in, you know, on that Wednesday and get everybody in and set up what we're going to do. But it's going to be how to market on your social media. Not strong marketing like the marketing people who got the skills and they know what they're doing. Marketing as in setting your business pages up for things that will draw the clients that you need. So you need to have information. You need to talk about what you're doing and how you need to be consistent with it. So there's going to be a group. It's going to be $10 for that one. This is going to be the first one. And then there's going to be others after, but they won't be $10 because there'll be more and more information, but you can decide what you need. Y'all know how I tell y'all, if you don't got the cost to be paying $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 at one time, we're going to break that thing down in monthly increments and you choose where you want to put your money. You know, you break that cost down where you need it to be. So one of the first things that people are doing and seeing is going to your social media. What's the name of your business? What's the name of your business? And so what I found was people was like, I don't got no social media. I don't mess with social media. Oh, you don't want the coin. All right. Okay. Now mark them. Let's talk about it. Now mark them. Zuck, you know, meta them. They have set their platforms up that you don't have to be social in your personal space. You can just have your business pages, which is what you want. You don't have to see, your family don't have to get, you don't have to get personal with your classmates. You can set up your business page. And guess what? If your family and your classmates want to be in your business, let them invest in it by giving you views on your business page, huh? Make them pay you some kind of way. Okay. So I'm going to show you all that, set your pages up, and then I'm going to provide information. Sir, quit playing on me. Block. I'm going to show you things that you're going to put on there. But it's also going to be teaching, okay? Because it's going to be informational. So every piece of information that I give you, I am expecting you to take that and go see about more. So if I give 3 or 4 different postings, right, about factoring, I want you to take the one that you want. Now you listen. If you're tech savvy, you take what you want, you make it pretty, and you put it on your page, okay? I'm going to get, so it's going to be informational, and it's going to help you draw in clients, inquiries. Again, we can't make nobody say yes. So we're going to do that for 30 days. And then the next one, now let me say this. Let me say this. I can't make nobody do nothing. But I do want you to be prepared. Be prepared for your yes. Because if you get somebody who come to you and they ask you questions and you want to be prepared. So I hope everybody already got their copy of My Homeboy Said. You already ready. Because I'm expecting, see, I'm coming into this thing with expectation. Huh? Ain't that all right? With the expectation that by the end of this 30 days, somebody will have a carrier or two. But the reason for it is we need to know all that our businesses entail. Because as an entrepreneur, solo, okay, I am the founder, the CEO, the COO, the treasurer, the janitor, the marketing, the street team, I'm all of the things. I ain't got no money, but I ain't got no employees. Ain't got none, not now, not a one. I don't have them. So these are some things, and I don't got no whole lot of money coming in. So we're going to operate in the cost-effective methods, which will set us up to be gainfully preneurship. Okay. I know I probably made that up. All right. Okay. But it's all right. We're in this space right here. All right. When we get into a professional setting, then I will operate as if I went through the course of Toastmasters. Huh? But until then, so I wanted to make sure that you knew it and you understood that. And then we're going to go into different things until we get to, the mastermind. But these things have to happen because you need to know. And this is a way that I also feel like you can learn, because everybody doesn't have, the patience and the time either to sit and just straight study, especially when we don't know all of the verbiage and we don't know all that we look for. But in a space like this, when I start talking to you about factoring and I give you something that you can go and take the rest, because the rest is going to be important, because there's not going to be anything worse than I give you some information and somebody says, oh, that's cool. What else is this about? And you like, me married. Somebody came and said, I know you learned the rest. I know I handed you the baton. The baton. You didn't take off. You didn't take. Do you want me to take them? Okay, we're trying to get you right. So it's going to be educational, and it's going to do something that is going to cause you to reap. Whether it's inquiries, whether it's a full on, whether it's gathering people to follow your page, it is going to be. And we're trying to develop healthy habits. So if we get in the habit of doing this, and we're not just going to do that. So let me break it down some more. Like in our first week, we're going to, put the information, we're going to gather. I'm going to show you how to look at your analytics. So we'll look at our analytics from week 1. We'll post 3 times a day. And then we'll go look at our analytics and we'll see what time of day did the most people watch and what was it that they liked. What got the most likes? What got the most views. And that lets you know on your page, you need to do more of this. And you need to do it at this time. And this will also get you into the habit. I don't want to hear nobody say it. I don't want to hear nobody say it. I'm scared to go live. Shh, 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 hush, hush. Shh, 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 shh. Let me tell you something. We're going to get out of that. And there is a way. If your wig ain't split, your wig ain't done, your do not done, okay? You can put something up as a subject and you can just speak on it and they don't never have to see you. We're going to utilize these functions, these folks out here giving us, because how we going to operate in free and cost effective, and we won't maximize the free and cost effective. Come on. We're going to do this thing. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay? We're going to. Sasha said, that'll be me. We're going to, because that's where it's at. So even if you don't want to be seen, we're going to look at how you can bring a subject up and just have that on the screen, even if you have just a definition of it. And you on there say, good evening, y'all. You know, I'm on here tonight to talk about factoring. I'm on here tonight to talk about fuel. I'm on here to talk about expenses, because ultimately I'm going to get y'all in this mastermind. And guess what? I'm going to utilize this gift to help you birth and grow that thing that's in you, because everybody on here does something. Okay. Something we talked about it Saturday, baby. If your skill is selling tail, huh? All right. If you have the spirit of lot lizard, all right, you have a skill. There was a certain skill set that you're going to market. All right. And if your skill set is, mouth and lip service, you know what I'm saying? Then you need to have your marketing material, which you send looking like this. Because that's what you do. Okay, that's your skill. That's your top notch. Okay, if you are a nurse, you hear me, and you want to get in the truck and you still want to be a nurse. You see, you still want a nurse full time. Then guess what you're going to do? When they bring your trucks in to be serviced, guess what? You're going to service them. How you been feeling? How's your pressure? Let me take your blood pressure. Let me see your heart rate. Do you got gangrene? We're going to talk. Listen. You're going to maximize that gift or that skill or that degree or that money that them folk did not give you grace for. We're going to maximize those opportunities. You're a naturalist. Then pull together your herbs and offer that as a service. When you speak to your carrier every day as a dispatcher and you are a naturalist, hey, when you get to the next place and they're unloading you and you waiting to unload, sit quietly with your feet together. I'm just making this up because I don't really know what they do. Sit quietly with your feet together, close your eyes and hold them that way for 10 minutes, okay? And just breathe to yourself. You see what I'm saying? Hey, you natural, but I know you got an herb, that can make them still function properly and get the feeling of THC, huh? Provide the people with what they need, because our people not eating good out here. Okay, if you are a health and fitness instruction, let them know, hey, when you pull up at the shipper, when the bar that you step up on that 14 times and then sit on it, hold your feet together in place, and then just suck your stomach in. You listen, we about to cultivate these things, because some of y'all got gifts and you don't know that it's a gift. Huh? Come on. You got so many people that's looking for something so spectacular, and I don't have the skill level, or I don't have the degree. Let me tell you something about who I serve. I just tell a little bit about who I serve. He qualifies who he chooses. Do, did, will, is, do. So there is something. There is something that you can do that you probably did not think you could do, or where it works. You a chef? You a chef? Look, it's pouring right now. Okay, we'll get more in depth, but it's pouring right now, and I'm gonna let it. You a chef? Hey, these people got full-on kitchens, refrigerators, and stoves on this truck. Provide them with healthy yet delicious meals. Create them a card and of things that they can purchase and cook to do the best they can to be as healthy as they can when they out here on this. Listen, child, let me find me some business. Cause y'all don't want to hear me. Let me go and get into the little apple cider gummy. Cause I'm over here trying to, help myself, work myself out as well. You hear me? Cause I ain't gonna ask y'all to do nothing that I'm not doing or trying to do for myself. Mm-hmm. Cause do unto others is not the only thing that we need to be throwing out at each other, huh? If I'm gonna walk it how I talk it and get it how I live, that's the only way I'm gonna be able to tell you to do the same. How we gonna come together and prepare notes? How we gonna talk about it and see what's happening and how we doing and how's this working and how it's not working? I can't have that kind of conversation for you if I'm with you if I'm not doing it. You know, just a little something, something. Depression. You're a therapist? Depression is real out here with our carriers. Real. They're killing themselves. You know, it's a lot. And there's a lot for us to do in the kingdom. I mean, I'm sorry. There's a lot for us to do in the kingdom as well. But it's a lot. We got to be about our business and about our Father. Some of us got to be about our Father's business. But we got to listen. We got work to do. Dispatching is a ministry. And ministry is not just a word that is connected to the church folk. Okay? We administer ministry to the folk. And whatever your ministry is, ministry, gift, calling, they're just some of the words that I know, walk in that. That's what's going to make room for you. That's what's going to make connections for you. That's what's going to make financially sound decisions and finances for you. Be yourself. Everybody else taken. Hey, y'all. Everybody all right? Everybody okay? Come on, Melisha. That's right, Nicole. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Ooh. Do, 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 do. Y'all all right? Everybody okay? I don't mean to step on nobody. That almost was a lie. No, you know what? It's not my intention to step on anybody's toes. However, if the shoe fit, don't wear it out, because you got somewhere to be. You might not have the money at the time. Get you no new ones. But y'all all right though? Everybody go, hey, Big Red, hey, Tiana, how's it going? How's it going? Y'all good? Y'all good? Look at y'all. Y'all better get that ebook my homeboy said. I see y'all getting y'all purchases. Amen. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. My YouTube too is Monday Live. Oh, I said that when I got on here. I said, boy, this Monday was Monday-ing. Woo! Excuse me. Carrying on. Carrying on. But y'all good though? Y'all good? I'm glad. Y'all see I had to put the hair away. No, sir. Had to put her up. So no, it's hot. He said, I feel you. Look, I feel you. I feel you. Y'all, we're gonna get out of the discomfort of going live. And also doesn't depend on how many folks sign up. No, I ain't wet it yet. I haven't had it done a week. Now I ain't wet it yet. I just twisted it back like this and just wrapped up the ends, put some oil on the ends and wrapped it up so they don't be out here dry and doing the fool. But I couldn't. Now if I need to go somewhere, I could pull these silk things off. And it'll be curled or wavy or something, but I ain't not here for it. It all sounds great. I'm setting up my business social media pages now to get prepared. Yes. Thank you so much, S. Bevel. And you all, if you all are, please, 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 if you can get your pages set up now, you don't even have to put nothing on. And if you don't know, get your young people. We about to stop playing with our young people, y'all. These young people out here have gifts and talent and everything are their steps. I have my homeboy said, all right, if you have my homeboy said, take your time to read it. The steps are there. Y'all, that's for everybody. The steps are there. And it's not a listen, y'all. My homeboy said it's not a novel. You hear me? My homeboy said it's to help you get on with the getting on because I realize that this is an industry that moves very quickly. You hear me? And you ain't got time. You hear me to be reading Moby Dick. But we got to stop playing with our young people. Okay? There's a talent and a gift in all of them. All of them. Get them young folk to set your social media up. Give them something to do. Hear me? Some of our children, guess what? Some of our children done got into that gang life. Okay? Some of our children have got into it. One of the main things that they do is sign language. Hear me? One of the main things that they do is sign language. Can we talk? Now, I don't know if the letters is the same letters as the ones that sign. But if it is, that's a whole job. Yes, it's in my bio. Is that what? Yes, Lisa. If you hit the link in my bio, and then it'll be its own link. Yeah, let me greet my husband real quick. What you got to eat? Okay. That's fine. Okay, yeah, you can. I got a drink up there, so you can drink that. I don't want. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, the ebook is in my bio. I have other things. You know what? Thank you so much for saying that, y'all. I've been so focused on giving y'all the information and giving y'all the business that I've been instructed several times by my coach, but I think I'm probably operating in the spirit of disobedience. So let me tell y'all right now. In the vestibule, in the link in my bio are all of the things that I have. So I have the ebook. That my most popular ebook is My Homeboy Said, and that is the one that I told you all about briefly. It helps you find your own carriers and give the instructions on how to find them on the FMCSA website. It shows you how to interview carriers. So when you do get them on the line, right after you say, hey, my name is Marian. May I speak to, is this the owner of ABCD Transportation Company? Yes, it is. All right. I got your information from the FMCSA website. I'm calling to see if you need a dispatcher, if you're in the market for a dispatcher, if you want a dispatcher, whatever feels good to your mouth. If they say yes, then you hit them again. All right. Again, my name is Marian, giving you a call with Emmteenestlogistics. What I do is, or they may ask you what you do, and you need to be able to run it off. But you need those conversation points because there is no script in this. Please do not script. I'm thinking just Facebook and Instagram to start. But what are your thoughts on LinkedIn? Folk keep telling me I need to get on LinkedIn. I had a LinkedIn, but somebody fixed it up for me for something else that I'm doing. But I'm gonna redo a LinkedIn. But here's the thing about me and LinkedIn. Now, if there's anybody on there, will there be one? Will there be one, in the congregation that knows how to set the LinkedIn up right? See, I don't have the LinkedIn skill. S. Bevel, See, I know when I'm out my lane. I know when my call has ended and when it is time to delegate someone else. So I would not mind because they're looking at that as well. And you want to be prepared because if you provide a certain level of service, there may be some folk out here, some CEOs or somebody that might see you and say, hey, come let me talk to you. I noticed that your skill level, your presence, all of the things. How do you feel about Y'all, they got a new thing on y'all now. How do you feel about? Would you like to? Can we talk about? Would you? So that sort of thing. If you all don't start off with that, I would not trip, because here's the thing about LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you need to be able to show and prove those skills that you say that you have, because people who find you on LinkedIn, they are serious about what they're trying to do, what they offer, and what you present is what they want. Okay. All right. So we'll hold off on that until we get where we need to be at the ground level. So for sure that'll be a place that we get to. Over here, I'm sorry. Let's run it back. As an owner operator, something special has said, as an owner operator, there's some dispatchers who are asking for the money up front. Asking for money up front. So in that space, I feel the same as us working for free. A carrier needs a dispatcher because he needs somebody to facilitate them getting some money. You have not done any work. You have not. Me. This is not a prepay account. It's not a prepay account. You cannot ask me for any money and you have not done any work. Okay. So providing what needs to be done, I'm going to send you out my invoice and you are going to pay me, because as the dispatcher, we do not touch any money, because you are a dispatch service until a transportation company established with an MC number employs you or contracts you. Okay. Because we work with, for, and for with. Okay. Nobody knows about your company after you go into that contractual agreement but you and the company you went into a contractual agreement with. All right, everybody understand that? Hey, BS Ward. If not, I'll give you a little bit more. I am Empty Nest Logistics, Marian of Empty Nest Logistics. That is it. Empty Nest Logistics is a dispatch service. Okay, that is all we are. We cannot go into the act. We cannot go into the verb, the action of dispatching or being a dispatcher until I am in a contractual agreement with a transportation company that allows me to represent their company in that capacity. That means that they have reached out to me or I have reached out to them and they have said, yes, I would like for you to facilitate movement for me, to find loads, to contact people on my behalf, to fill out carrier packets, to submit my information to the factoring company or whatever services that you provide. I have signed here. You have signed here. All right. We have decided that we are going to begin and enter into this contract after we have done all the preliminaries, right? Do you need somebody? What it is that you want to do? What is your equipment? How often you want to be home? Are you willing to go over the road? Or do you have a cushion? All of the things. All right. And then you tell me your unrealistic expectations. All right. I know I have a non-CDL. I know I got this box truck, but my homeboy told me to go on these people internet and get me one of y'all dispatchers, and y'all gonna make me $10,000 a week, and I'm gonna be home every day, and all of the wonderful things. Oh, and I need this truck to not only make me $10,000 a week, I will not take any less than $3.50 a mile. Oh, and also I need this truck and this company to take care of my mortgage, take care of my rent, take care of my child support, take care of my side pieces, take care of my habits, take care of all of the things. And we take all of this in, we write it all down because we laughing to ourselves. Because baby, when you get through talking, when it's my turn to break all of this down, PM Don, rest his soul. Okay, when it's my turn, all right, and when I hit you with the Missy, according to your specific situation, the plan of action could be, okay, in the first 90 days, it's going to be challenging to consistently keep you moving. Oh, being home every day is an unrealistic expectation. So for the first 90 days of not being able to consistently keep you moving and the challenges in that, it will be imperative that in this first 90 days, you are available to go over the road. All right. It is imperative because we want to use nice words. This is when we want to speak as if we went to Toastmasters. All right. Okay. I also heard you say, huh, that you need this truck to take care of your mortgage, your rent, your child support, your side piece, your gambling habits, all of the things. All right. In this first 90 days, all right, your bookie will be happy because he doesn't have to hunt you down. That's thing number one. Your habits. Is it rehab or the truck? All right. And as far as your side piece, is she in position to shake it for yet another for at least the next 90 days? We have to ask the real things, y'all. And we have to know. And carriers, owner operators, please provide us with the real information because I don't care about your personal things. All I care is about where I need to route you for my percentage. All right. Okay. If you got a significant other at the house, but you got another stop you need to make somewhere else, I don't care. Just tell me to route you to somewhere else first. And when you finish, route you on to the house. All I want is my percentage. I don't want no problems. As a matter of fact, I don't want to know. Okay, Mario Winans. I don't want to know because I just need to know that you're going to allow me to get you from point A all around the world, same song, and back to where I brought you from. That is my obligation to you. That is what I care about. Moving you while you were yet alive and bringing you home the same way. What you do in between there, unless it's an act of God, I'm going to get you back to where I brought you from. Okay? Not going to leave you stranded. Not going to do it. Okay? And when you call and say, hey, I ain't going to that address no more, like old boy had Sunshine do on Harlem Nights, then I now have a new place where I start you from and bring you back from. That's it. Back to. That's it. That's it. Just tell me the truth, and I'll work it out from there. That's it. That's all. So as far as asking for money up front, I don't do that. I don't ask for that, nor do I take flat rate. No, asking for money up front, these people are coming to us because they need to make some money. And you asking for $500, $600, $700 off top, and then your percentage. What have you done for me lately, Janet? No, it's not okay for me. Me. I'm not going against anybody who said do that. I'm just trying to help you see some perspective on that. If I haven't made any money, how can I give you any money? Even when you log into them people's job, you got to wait 2 or 3 weeks before you get paid because they need to earn their money back from that paid training they gave you. Okay? All right? They need to make their money back. So these people need to make some money in order for you to offer them, for them to be able to give you some money. Okay? A check in the hole, correct. I'm going to start asking for therapist percentage. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. The payment was for more. Oh, no. And that go the same way. Like we run the risk of a carrier not paying us. They run the risk of us not doing what we need to do for them when we get that money. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't take no flat rate either because if I'm doing flat rate $200, all right, but I done ran you $10,000 a truck, I want my percentage off that 10, 20, 30K. You hear me? I don't want no $200, $400, $600. No, I need you to run me. Because again, y'all, people who ask for certain things, I bet it's something special, just realized. Okay, people who ask for certain things, I forgot where I was going with that. The math ain't mathing. I have a guy that I only feel like carrier packets for him. He hates them. Thank you so much, Kales. Now, y'all know I've been telling y'all for the longest. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're on here tonight. I've been telling y'all for over a year now. You tell the carrier what you're going to do, or they will tell you what they want from you. And y'all know I told y'all before, there are some who just want you to fill out their carrier packet. There are some who just want you to call and negotiate with the broker, and they'll take it from there, and they will pay you just for that. So that's why I say, if you are a part-time dispatcher, meaning you are not in position to leave your job, tell a carrier that, because he might just need you part-time. He might just need you, he or she, they might just need you just for that. That's why I say be able to speak to your percentage. If you're charging somebody 10, 12%, and they ask you what you're charging them that for, you cannot tell them, oh, because you got a box truck and you're non-CDL, that's going to take me forever. Or you got a refrigerator, you're going to make a lot of money, so I want a good percentage off that. No. Because the process is the same. That's right, a la carte services. The same methods that I'm going to use to find something for that box is the same method I'm going to use to find something for that refrigerator, that dry van, that flatbed, that hot shot. Because I'm going to get on the same load board, if that's what I'm using. I'm going to get on the same phone and call up the same broker booths that I have. That process doesn't change. And you don't reserve the right to charge somebody for their equipment that they're paying for. You need to be paid for the services that you're going to provide. That's the same thing as calling up a broker and trying to negotiate on overhead. What? $2 a mile? My driver got kids. My driver got a family. My driver got to get gas. Guess what that broker going to tell you? I got kids. I got a family. I got to get gas. That don't mean a daggone thing. And people be highly insulted. Y'all let some kind of bug in here. Be highly insulted. That's not how you negotiate. Lazy practice. Negotiating is, my truck is 30 miles out. We want $500 more because we'll be there, in an hour. We're 20 minutes out. We cross the street. I want $1,000 more because, okay, these are the things that you negotiate with. Facts. The facts is I got a dry van with 53 plates on it, and even though it's a dry van, it can take things that go in the refrigerator that don't need to be refrigerated. That's a negotiating point. A negotiating point is, my driver has a hazmat, a TWIC, a tankers, and I want $400 per endorsement. Okay? Work. Because they're not having it with the same things that you got. I got to pay my load board. I got to pay my phone bill. Well, so do I. Well, I got a truck that's 20 miles out. Oh, I don't. So let me pay you for that. My driver has a hazmat. Oh, I don't. You do. I need you. Okay, you hear me? What extra can you provide the broker? Providing a truck is enough, but on top of that, definitely is more. And they're going to pay you because the broker got it, but you got to be able to speak to it and pull it up out of them. Okay? So back to what I was saying. That prepay stuff, for me, is a no-go. Is a no-go. I don't worry about not being paid, because if you got your business set up right, just like when a broker doesn't pay and a carrier can go after that bond and get their money, dispatcher, if you got your business right and you got your lawyer on retainer, when a carrier don't pay you a certain amount of money, because it got to be worth you going for. Yeah, I'm not going to see about no driver and trying to get them shut down and sat down on the FMCSA website for no $200. Okay? It got to be a show enough coin, because I done paid a show enough coin into my lawyer. Okay? You get me $200-300, sometimes it might be the principal, but not quite. Then I hope that take you far. Because here's one thing about when you mess somebody over, it's coming and it's gonna be worse. Your truck gonna tear up. It's gonna be more than $200-300. Listen, just let him work. Let him work. The universe work. Whatever you believe in, let it work. But $2-3, $5 or more. The same amount that you're going to jail for. You got to steal some $500 or more for you to really be, gonna be getting got and really have some consequences. Stuff like that. So don't be letting nobody tell you ain't got no rights. You just a dispatcher. Mm-mm. But anyway, that's the a whole nother conversation for a whole nother different time. But yeah, y'all just watch this kind of stuff because you can't ask nobody for some money and you haven't done anything. But for me, I won't ask anybody for any money that I have not done. But I am also the person that is not going to do any work for you unless I'm in a contractual agreement. That's me. Now I got some other stuff that that I don't mind, that I don't mind. Now I'm going to tell you about it right now. If you are one of these people that's in these groups, okay, carriers, I hope y'all on here, y'all listen to me. When you get yourself in a pickle, okay, when you get yourself in a pickle, which means you done took your truck on your own somewhere that it didn't have no business. You saw a load and it was just the ultimate thing, 600 miles for $4,000, something real good. But you didn't realize that you can't get out of there. And you got $4,000, but you done spent $2,500 on hotels and food because you can't get out. Because you got a day cab or you got a box and you don't have any business sleeping in that equipment. Now do what you got to do till you do what you want to do. But I'm supposed to tell y'all the right thing all the time. So you got you a day cab, or a box, and you don't have any business sleeping in that because it's not a sleeper. But I can't tell nobody what to do because y'all grown folk. It wasn't worth it, and you still can't get out of there, and you done been in there 2 weeks. But you can't afford to leave up out of there because the deadhead gonna kill you. Plus, when they remember you have it and will call you for jobs. Right. Okay, so when you come into these groups and you say, hey, I need to get out of West Virginia. I need a load out of West Virginia. Let me tell you how to position your words. I need a dispatcher or broker or someone that I can pay to find me a load out of. Because when you position your plight as you need a load out of, it's people gonna come in them comments and say you need a dispatcher. You need to pay somebody. And you don't reserve the right to cuss them out. Because when you got your head in the lion mouth, you got to ease it out. And some of y'all bolder than a bull. But when you done been there about 2, 3, 4 days and you can't get out, boy, humble pie, show up. But before you get humble, you call the dispatchers them everything but a child of God. So let me just tell you, as a dispatcher, if you see somebody like that and they need a load out, you can start looking or you can approach them and you can say, hey, for $50, if I find you something, you can pay me. But you need to be done. Zelled me. I'm going to invoice you. I need to be paid first. But be on the up and up. Please really have these people alone. Really, really do something that makes some sense. Really, really have them something. Because y'all be wilding out here. Oh, sometimes I hate to tell y'all stuff. Because baby, the scammers be listening just as hard. And Claude have mercy. We done got them people money and them people still be there 2 weeks later. Lord, this is why we have the back and forth. This is why there's a distrust between the driver and the brokers and the dispatchers and the dispatchers and the drivers and the brokers. Because don't nobody want to do the right thing. Everybody want to reap, but don't nobody want to sow. Claude, have mercy. Not okay. But anyway, how long I've been on here? An hour and 18 minutes. Y'all. We just have to be careful out here. We just have to be careful out here. And we just have to be mindful. We do. Where are my scissors? Anybody else? Anybody got anything? It's cute, but it's cheap. Surely is. Something just ain't right. You sweat. Okay, y'all good? If y'all good, I'm gonna get on up off here. Oh, I was telling y'all about what I have. So my most popular ebook is My Homeboy Said. And this is the one where it helps you and instructs you on how to find your own carriers on the FMCSA website. You can create your own lead lists from those, um, from looking through there as well. Because if they're not available, you can always write them down and call back in 2 weeks, or check back in 2 weeks and see if they are available and call them. There's another method that we talk about, but that is in the Patreon space. Um, Next, on that, in that same ebook, is how you can. Oh, let me look up, y'all. I'm trying to pop this paper off something, so make sure nobody didn't say anything. Okay. How to interview the carrier. So that is all of the things that I was telling you all about. Asking them, you know, is there any reason that you wouldn't be able to send into a military base or a port? All of the things. But it is conversational. That's where I left off. Conversational. There is no script in this. We are business to business. And if you want to get business, you cannot be calling somebody talking about, hello, my name is Marian, and I am calling. I got your information from the FMCSA website, and I am calling to see if you are in the market for a dispatcher. Yes, yes, you are in the market for a dispatcher. Okay, so my name is Marian, and I am a dispatcher. Is dispatch? I am a dispatcher. In my business, I will find you loads, and I will find you the best paying loads, and I will find you the top paying loads in the industry. In this industry, what I will do for you is I will take all of the paperwork from you, and all I want you to do is just be comfortable and drive. Is that something that you would like for your company? No. Okay. That'll be a hard no. No, no, no. There is no script in this. In the ebook, my homeboy said, gives you points that you need to cover, but you can make them conversational. Also, if you have a carrier that talks and tells you everything, you can just check off and write in what they have already said. Baby, no script. No script. So, a couple of things. No script. Who? No script. That's number one. Number two, hold on to your level of professionalism. Let me tell you why I say that. Because many of us are ethnic. We are of African American descent, people of color, or whatever they have calling us these days. And when we call, we want to remain and use our business voices, tones, um, and enunciation. Okay, we want to stay away from our native tongue, which is ebonics and eloquialisms. I messed the word up. That word. We want to stay away from our native tongue, which is ebonics. Now, let me tell you something. It is very easy to fall back into our native tongue when we hear someone speak it. All right? It is very easy. Now, many of the calls that we make, we will get those who speak our native tongue on the other end. All right? Do not lose yourself. Okay? Because you're going to call them up. Hey, how's it going? My name is Marian. I got your information from the FMCSA website. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. I'm sorry, I messed that up. Hello, am I speaking with the owner of ABC Transportation Company? Yeah, it's him. Yeah, it's him. All right. Well, my name is Marian. I got your information from the FMCSA website. I was calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. Yeah, 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 yeah. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I went on in and got my truck, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And I was talking with my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? He told me that, he got a dispatcher, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And man, my dog say he kicking down about 10 grand a week. So he was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Go and get you a truck. Get on the computer, you know what I'm saying? Go and get me one of y'all dispatchers that's on here and go ahead and set me right. So, you know, I'm ready to go. My homeboy already done let me know. Hold yourself. Hold yourself. All right. So it is my understanding that you are a little bit familiar with what goes on here. However, there has been an expectation set, and I'm gathering that you got information from your friend, and that's the manner that you want to operate. Am I correct? Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. That's what I'm saying. It is easy to say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I know what your homeboy said. You know what I'm saying? I know what he said. But bro, let me tell you, for real, I hear that ain't how I go. I know you done heard a lot of stuff. It is easy to fall into that native tongue. You hear me? However, and I have this in the ebook also, don't take them too far. If you realize that they speak that way, because first, what you want to do is sometimes when you speak grammatically correct, it will cause the other person to, you know, try to at least put on the voice that their grandmama used when she was paying her bills. Hello, yeah, this item made Princeton. Yes, yes, and you know, they were trying to be you, at least it will prompt them to do that. But if you see that it doesn't matter the way that you speak, or they keep saying, excuse me, then you know you need to you have to say something else and watch your jargon. But when you begin to see that they are not gonna get there, or they have to keep asking you to repeat what it is that you're saying, then you got to, you know, don't all the way switch. Just bring it to the language, because you know we know there's levels to ebonics. Okay, there is ain't, you know, not using things properly. And then there is screet, scrawberry. See, we don't want to go to screet, scrawberry, scripture. We don't want to go that far, but we can come, you know, to ain't. You know, we can throw a couple of ain'ts in there. You know, put B where it shouldn't be. You know, that sort of thing, but not, you know, just enough to get them to understand you, but still remain in a professional manner. Let them know that I look here. I know you, my people. I know you're my people, but come on, come on. And another reason why this is important for you to speak grammatically correct is a lot of our people need the representation. They don't feel that they can speak directly with a shipper or a broker because they are aware that they are grammatically challenged, and that is just who they are. However, they are hard workers. They know what they're doing. They understand they are not, um, you know, mentally challenged by any means. They just don't feel like they can speak to anyone of authority and be taken seriously. Hence, why you will represent them, all right, and you will speak as if you are making a speech and a pitch at all times because you represent them in that manner. Let me get up off that. Said no, you didn't. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And these things are funny, y'all, but they are for real. We are entrepreneurs. We are dealing with businesses to businesses. We are dealing with people who do not know what's going on. They got a certain amount of money listening to someone else, and they went and they got this truck because they heard this was a $900 billion industry and they did not need a CDL. We know what is happening. And it is not until they get in the thick of this thing when they realize that it is not easy. It is not a quick return. I am not going to make money out of the gate. And if you don't interview them properly, they're going to bring the stress of what they have to do to you. And you're going to have to bite that bullet until you get out of that, unless you interview them properly. Because there are going to be some things that you're going to realize in that interview process that are going to let you know that I'm not going to move forward with this person. I am going to lead them. Yes, I am. I'm going to listen. I'm going to educate. And if they get an understanding and we can come together on one accord, I will become their advocate. That's the Leah method. Listen, educate, advocate. However, if I listen and I educate and they still don't understand or are still problematic or want to hold on to the hearsay, then I will not become the advocate. I will educate them and leave it there. One, if we cannot come to an understanding, then thank you so much for your time. Good luck in your search for a dispatch and hang up your phone. We are still business owners and we do not have to take anything because that when they do that, this is what I need. You need, I need this and I need some money and I need this, need. And once you educate them, they still push it like that. That's a red flag. I don't know what they let in here, but honey, he got to go. That's a red flag. Same thing for you as a dispatcher. Don't you be desperate either. Oh man, I done got my LLC. I done started this company. I don't have no carriers. I done quit my job. My rent about to be due. My phone bill about to be due. Now guess what? The first carrier come along. You say, I got you. You don't ask any questions. You just send them over your agreement. And now you didn't educate them because you didn't educate yourself. Now it's been 2-3 weeks. Not only do you not have any money, your bills are still due. Their pressure is on you. I've been sitting here for 3 weeks. You ain't moved me yet. You this messed up. You said you could do. You said, oh, we don't. This is stressful enough. Okay, the sleep deprivation and the mental of this is real. And you have your own problems in your own life and your other things outside of this. So it's already challenging when you have somebody that is on the up and up and understands what's going on. So when you have, and that has pressure. But when you have somebody who has no understanding and their bills are due and they got the pressure on you, you ain't moved my truck yet. I thought you said, okay. And not only that, some of them are going to get back on this same internet and post all kind of manner of stuff against you and your picture and your dispatching business, therefore causing you not to even have another chance, slamming you before you ever get started. So be mindful. Let me just do a quick run through. You know, call them up. Hey, thank you for hey, am I speaking with the owner of? Yes, this is him. Hey, my name is Marian, giving you a call at Emmteenestlogistics Logistics. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. Yes, I am. All right, here you are. All right, are you willing to go over the road? What's your equipment? Are you CDL or non-CDL? Are you what's your rate per mile? What are you looking to get for? What do you need this truck to pay for, y'all? Is there any reason I wouldn't be able to send you to a military base or a port? All right, now that we got that done, okay, here's what we can do. In the first 90 days, it's going to be challenging to consistently keep you rolling. In that time, we may be able to find those, but they may not be consistent. I'll take a look at the areas that you want to be in because we've already discussed that over the road is imperative in this first 90 days. Are you in financial position to take care of what you need to take care of? Because there will be times that we will sit. There will also be times where I may be able to find you something, but it may be challenging to get you out, not because there isn't anything in that area, but more so because you aren't established with brokers. And there may be some loads that just won't work with us. Also, there are some things that as a dispatcher, that I won't be able to control. One of those things that is high on that list is what brokers and shippers are choosing to work with. If they say they're not going to work with anybody who hasn't been in business for 90 days, that is a challenge for us. But we may have some people that do, but they just might be off grid and out of the places that you want to go to. But again, we are doing what we have to do until we can do what we want to do. We will revisit these conversations in the first 30 days. We'll take a look and see what's happening, what's not happening, who's moving, who's not. And then again, we'll check on it again in 45 days. All right. And then in 60 days, we should start to see some traction. And by the time we get to the 90th day, we should be have enough credentials and I've been on building enough relationships with the broker bulls to keep you, with the brokers to keep you moving. And we now are making direct connections on these loads. All right. And since you are a new business and I am a new company, all right, my fee is going to be the grace fee. Yeah, I'm calling it the grace fee for y'all, but this is what I advise. Can't tell nobody what to do. Advise when you are a new dispatcher, I advise that you take on a carrier and you charge them 5%. The reason that I call it the grace is because you need grace. You are practicing on these people and they don't know it, or even if they do know it, they can forgive you faster for a 5% mistake than they can for a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12% mistake. All right. So even if they know if you're new or not, hit them with the 5% grace percentage, and you can do a couple of things with that. All right. You can keep them at that 5%. And when you get enough knowledge and understanding under your belt, your next one, you can strike out with them with a hard 7%. All right. Or you can start them off with 5%, and then you all can revisit it in 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. But you revisit that conversation according to what they're making. You will know what they're making because the dispatcher knows what's being made before anybody else does. So if you know that in 45 days, that they are still yet making only $3,000 a week, then you don't quite want to ask them for an increase because you know that they don't have it yet. But when you do ask for the increase, then this is just a base for you to base it on. If you see that they're making enough now for you to ask for 2% more, and they'll still be bringing home $3,000 a week after your increase, that's when you ask them for it, because now you know that you've earned it. You know that you have consistently gotten them into position to make, and I'm just using 3,000, just as a focal point, that you know that they are making it. And even if they pay me 7% now, they will still be at least making this or a bit more. So we want to be mindful in our asking. And again, that's just something that I advise for new dispatchers because it's not harmful, it's not a headache, and you are still yet learning. You are practicing on them. So this is how you should thank them for being being your rehearsal. All right, this is just a rehearsal. When I get to heaven. Okay, anyway, but that's all I got to say about that. Just a little something. A little something on a Monday evening. Let me finish my work. So I'm going on vacation, y'all, next week. I will be on vacation from the 23rd. Hold on. Let me get my calendar. This is a little warm over here. Nothing but a rehearsal. Hold on. I do. I have a self-paced. Oh, thank you so much for reminding me of that. I have a self-paced dispatching course. So I have the ebook my homeboy said, which I told you all about. So in that one, find how to find your carriers. Oh, this is not gonna work. Interview your carriers. Find your own. I said that. Interview them. Help you out with rebuttals, such as why should I pay you? You don't turn any wheels. How much you gonna make me a week? The company that I used to work for did it like this, said it like that. All of those sorts of things. And the last thing in that ebook that is going to help you is it tells you what to say when you first speak to a broker. All right, how to have a conversation with a broker. My next ebook is, oh, there that go. So for Monday the 23rd, then I'll come back on Monday the 30th. Y'all will see me on Monday the 30th. But I have some stuff going on in between while I'm out. My next book is Marian in the Box Truck. And that talks about the box truck when I first got started and how I had the non-CDL, new authority, 24-foot box truck. And that was my first experience with that. They were new, I was new. And how all of the things that I have written out are all the things that I did to make this company successful. That was in 2020. Now in 2022, I'm with that same company. The owner is now a CDL holder, and we have 3 other CDL holders, 2 refrigerated vans, and a dry van. So it can be done. I do have also an agreement. So if you have taken a course and you need a dispatcher agreement, I have one. It's plug and play for $20. It is already, all you got to do is put your logo on it, take a look at it, put your name on it in all of the places that you put your name, and send it out when you're ready for your yes. I have a monthly membership group. It is $25 a month. In there is where you can get mentorship, group mentorship, group coaching, and we have Discord. So when you are in the action of your business, you can get assistance. And then I have a course. Okay, I'll have to get with my VA and see if she's done it already. But the course is $499 for 30-day access to the course, and then 30 days in the mentorship space. And then if you are a part of the Patreon, which is the $25 monthly membership, then you can get the course for 30-day access for $299. All right. My husband is a truck driver and I'm trying to get in the business, but I need help. All right, now get on in there. Get on in there. The course in the community is the way to go. That's right, Tiana. Woo, that's right. It is very necessary, y'all, to make sure that you have what I call aftercare. Excuse me. And that is when you not only take your courses, but you are able to have assistance after, because the course is excellent. However, you will need somebody to be there for you when you're doing the things. When you're in the thick of it and you're on that call and you have that driver out there, you need somebody that can assist you at the time. All right. So everything that I have is in the link in my bio. And lastly, if you need a free 30-day subscription to the DAT load board, then hit the link in my bio and go ahead and get that. Yes, 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 yes. On the job training. Yep. And you have somebody there. It'll be me or somebody in there that is literally, you will have on the job training in your own business. I'm uncloned, baby. Baby, where is oh, what's my girl? The uncloned lady. Yes, honey. Nobody out here ain't doing it. And that's me. That's mine. That's my calling. Okay. That's what I do. That 27 years set it off for me. I know that you cannot just take a course and be done. Audria, that's her name. Audria, baby. Miss Uncloned. She making sure we out here uncloned. And baby, I am under her watch. I got the systems. So yes, there's no way. And you need more. And this is not a dig. This is not a knock. Okay. For me, you need more than just a Facebook group. You need more than just, we already talked about this, so go search. Because in this, you need a right now word. Because the situations and the scenarios are happening right now. You don't have time for somebody to, oh, I'll get back to you, or oh, send an email and we have 72 hours to get back with you. Baby, in 72 hours, the broker done recovered their load. Okay? They don't say they don't got time to be playing with you. Tell the truck to stop where it is. I will send somebody to recover my load, and no, I will not pay you toll new or nothing. Because when we first strike out in this thing, we're going to make mistakes. Or we're going to be stuck, or we're going to be, because people are going to ask something that we ever heard of. We won't ever be fully prepared until you put your feet in this thing. But what you can do is be as prepared as possible. Now, understand that there's a level of everything that's going to, require experience. But just striking out here with nothing, now that's a no-go. Now, even if you got faith, you hear me? You got to work that faith. And the work is doing you a little research and probably having to pay for a couple of things. You get to decide on that part. But yeah, and that's what I'm here for. I am here to make sure that we know what we need to know, and we are in a space or have access to a space where you are able to get what you need when you need it for your, especially for your beginning. All right. Just like music. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, y'all good? All hearts and minds are clear? Oh, I didn't pass the offering tray round. If this was helpful to you, I'm going to pass around the offering tray. Put your offering here. Your offering, yes, I appreciate stars, gifts, roses, hearts, all of that. But thank you is the ultimate thanks. All right. He gets all of the glory. But if anything you heard here was helpful to you, please type thank you on the screen and it will drop into the offering tray. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, you, welcome, you, welcome, you, welcome. All right. I greatly appreciate you all. I do, I do, I do. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, if nobody else has any questions, any concerns, you're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all welcome. And for those of you who are new here, I am here fairly often. And I don't mind answering. I don't mind. Because we all need to gather some information, especially before making an investment, which means before going to buy somebody's course or buying something for them. And I've been mindful of saying this lately, ever since that lady asked me, this just been on me. Somebody asked, how do you know that you're not getting scammed in the training course? I believe she said, or it might have been somebody else on there, that they have been scammed out of a couple of courses. And they were saying, how do you keep from getting scammed? And I said, you're at the place that shows you. I know that my course is everything and more. However, you are here and you can get information from me without me asking you to buy anything. When I tell you all about what it is that I have, it is for you to have the knowledge and know. And even I have to be more mindful of that, because if I don't tell you, then you won't know. And this is still my business. So I have to be more mindful. However, you should be able to go to, like, my YouTube will help you out too, but you should be able to ask questions, go to their social media and see what they're doing, what they're talking about, how they move, and ultimately you got to be able to see what you need to see and be able to ask something. Even if you have somebody that is not like still in position, like on my TikTok, I have 17,000 followers, but I don't have 17,000 active members in my community. However, if I did, and I was no longer in position, to be as active as I wanted to be in the Patreon space, I would still let you know, because I'll still come on here, because ultimately this is what I want to do, just be the talent. I would still be able to come on here and say, hey, we have classes, we have the mentorship program, and there is somebody available to answer you, Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. Okay, that is something that you need to know. I need to be able to let you know that if it is not something that is concerning, something you need right now, you need to be in the Patreon space for this. But if there's something that you need to ask about a course that you took, or ask about something that you purchased, okay, now you'll send an email to support at so and so such and such, and you can allow 48 hours for somebody to get you back, because there's levels. If you're operating right now and the driver, or the owner operator is yelling at you and you don't know what to do or how to do it, or the broker is being funny and being shady and you don't know what to say or how to send an email, you need somebody right now. But if you purchase something, okay, that's an immediate need. You need to be in Patreon for that. Okay, you need to be in Patreon for that. But if I bought something, I didn't receive it yet, okay, allow me 48 hours to refund you, find it, research. That's very different. And you cannot treat on the job in action the same way as you can something that is not an emergency. And no, it's not 911. But when we're operating in this space and we have somebody out there, okay, because as a dispatcher, when you're awake, I need to be awake. When that truck is moving, I need to be up and moving. You see? And that's the part people don't be wanting to understand. I'm going to bed. My service is closed at 5 o'clock. Not if your driver don't pick the load up until 7 p.m. All right. And he done been in sleeper berth all day. So he finna run all night. Guess who finna be up all night? You. Because if anything goes down, you need to be answering that phone for that driver. You need to be reaching out to the broker. You need to, there is work. Okay. All right. This is the part we need to talk about. This is the part the folk need to know. You best sleep when he sleep. Exactly. You got to treat it like a newborn baby. When they up, you up. When they sleep, you sleep. I holler. You have to. And it is a, let me tell you something. Dispatching, like y'all know I say it's a ministry, but it is a huge responsibility that is on you. You are responsible for someone's life and livelihood. You are. The moves that you make and the decisions that you make when they decide to put you in the administrative role of their business, when you decide to accept, you got to know the responsibility that you're taking on. It is more than booking a load. It is. It really is. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got me a talent. I got me a talent, y'all. Y'all gotta start working on myself. I'm waiting on for my yoga mat in my 5 and 10 pound mats. I mean my 5 and 10 pound weights. Come on, mats. Um, my husband told me to get 3 and 5. So I might go back in and get me doing 3 and 5. I might be getting a little overzealous with this 10. Okay. But yeah, and that's another thing too, y'all. We're gonna be talking about, cause we do be sitting. You see, we be sitting. You not only do we be sitting, I be cooking. We're gonna talk about that too, y'all. Cause a lot of people feel like we are confined to this desk when we doing dispatching. Mm-mm. If you set yourself up right, if you set yourself up right, and you get up, you on here early in the morning handling your business. Oh, did you? All right now. Listen, y'all, the worst thing they could have made was these apple cider vinegar gummies. You hear me? Hey, eat them like candy. Until you get that headache, you don't got too much of that venom. But we don't work on that too, y'all. But we are not confined to this desk. If you set yourself up right, you will be all right. What I do is I get on here early in the morning if I need to do something. Then I get whatever I need done in the morning, and then I go. When I get everybody handled and situated, I come to my phone. I get my portable whiteboard, and if I need to go to the grocery store, if I need to go shopping, if I go, because at that point I'm handling everything through email and apps. But I do use my desktop. That's how I start my morning off. If I don't need to be over here, I do what I need to do. Or even before I get on here, if I'm up early in the morning, I throw something in the crock pot. There's no reason. I ain't gonna say there's no reason. I don't know people business like that. But you can handle your house, your household, and stuff around this. You just, I would not advise that when you're in the thick of handling business to have, loud noises, children, and all that kind of stuff. Because although we work at home and we work for ourselves, you are still professional. You are still working with and gathering your clients. And you don't want, you know, to get in the habit of that. Because just let's just say one day that your driver got something going on and it's bad, and he's trying to talk to you, and you got your kids going, mommy, or they crying, or that sort of thing. He's gonna get that's gonna escalate because he's requiring your time, and you are his only link to what is going on and what's happening. You need a distraction-free area. For more ways than one. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh, y'all know I had to stop talking so much. But yes, you need this distraction-free areas. Because I know they tell us that you're gonna work from home and you're gonna work for yourself and you're gonna have more time with your family. That's not the truth. You'll have more time in the same dwelling. You'll have more time in the same D well. Y'all remember that video that girl said, and I will D well. Let me say that one more time. And I will D well. Let me stop. Anyway, but you will be in the same dwelling. But when you're doing this, how you should in the space of business and operating like you are a business, you will not have those distractions. You will be very, very mindful that I am working, whatever you got going on. And like I say all the time, grow your family with your business, grow your business with your family. So if you set the expectation when you start, because see, the expectation is not just between you and the carrier. The expectations needs to be set where you are, from where you are, mindful of where you are. So hey, mommy, daddy, we about to start working on something. So when I'm over here at my desk, you need to be quiet. When we say, now is the time, you don't have to be quiet anymore, whatever, however that is. When I'm back over here, it's time to be quiet. They'll start, even your small kids, because kids are not dumb. When they see you, they say, oh, mommy headed over to the desk. It's time to be quiet. Daddy's headed over to the. This all works together. Correct. Family is your first ministry. And when you are leading by example, because this is doing more, this is showing your whole family that it can be done. This is how we did it. We worked together, because even with your small kids, we worked together. When mommy and daddy were working, you were quiet. When mommy and daddy walked over to the desk, you said, it's time for mommy and daddy to work. It's time to be quiet. You worked with me and you encouraged them, because you don't want to make it feel like a burden. And then when you are rewarded, you let the family know that we've been rewarded. Yeah, y'all, today we did such and such. We're going to get ice cream. We reached a new milestone. We go, grow and celebrate. Small. Hey, today we made $5. All right. We're gonna split a pack of sunflower seeds. That's our reward. Oh shoot, today we made 10. We can share a talenti. We, 10x, something over, because everything got to go back into the business. Don't get, but you know what I'm saying. That's right. Show by example. That's right. Something like that. All right, y'all. That's right. You must, because if you don't celebrate the small things, in all things you're not giving thanks. Okay, and when you stewardship. Okay. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get up off of here because I got some stuff I need to finish, because next week gonna be here before I know it. And I want to finish everything that I want to do today and send out everything I need to send out to my owner and everybody who's going to be involved in helping me with that tonight. So then for the rest of the week, I just do some little work and come on here and talk to y'all and shop out this. So y'all, I got a business plan, y'all. So I'm praying over. And I need some money. Okay, I need some money. But when I say I need some money, I am not finna be like, oh, y'all need to get it. I'm saying I need some money. But I don't want any I don't want no payback money. I want grants and I want money that's going to be mine to do what I want to do for my community. So y'all just keep me in mind when y'all are, talking to who you're talking to. Yeah. So I got it marinating in prayer right now, because I want what I want. And what I'm ultimately trying to do, I need it to be that way. So That's all I can say about that for now. But there'll be more soon. Can't tell nobody though. Said I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but I couldn't keep it to myself. Thought about it, prayed about it, had to tell somebody else. Let me stop. Y'all, who? Lord, old school church. But anyway, y'all good? I'm gonna get up off here. Did that thing bite me? Why is my finger itching? All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get up off here. Thank y'all so much for your time. You could have been anywhere but here, but you decided to swing on by and give me just a few minutes of your time, and I greatly appreciate it. Oh, yes, I do. So I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all night, and I will talk to y'all on the morrow. All right. All right. TJ, please pick up your phone.